Let's make a Velma from Scooby-Doo cosplay. So my friend and I are doing a Scooby-Doo group for New York Comic Con. So I'm gonna try and crochet the orange sweater that she wears. Definitely for Comic Con, but we also have a shoot planned for next month and I'm gonna try and have it done by then. Lots of this orange acrylic yarn, my 8mm crochet hook, and we're gonna see what we can do. The tutorial that I'm following says to measure a sweater that you already have so you know how big to make your chain. So I'm just gonna measure this black sweater that I wear all the time. I will link the tutorial that I'm using down below. Now that I've got my measurements, I can put this away and I'm gonna get started crocheting. So I'm gonna make a chain that's the lower hem, kind of. I'm not a crochet expert by any means. I'm kind of a beginner at this, but I'm trying to get a little bit better at making cosplays or thrifting stuff or just being like a little bit more sustainable. Buying your cosplays is totally valid. I buy most of my cosplays. I'm just getting into the crafting side of it a little bit more, and crocheting was something that I kind of already knew how to do loosely. I figured that would be a good place to start. I don't know why it's like curling like this. If anyone has any crochet tips for me of how to stop that from happening, I am all ears. Looks like I'm probably about halfway there. I will definitely link the tutorial down below for like better instructions. I'm not really trying to give a tutorial right now. I'm just kind of documenting the process. I really need like a crafting table or something. I do everything either on my bed or on my floor. All right, we have got the length of our sweater. It'll be like a little bit loose fitting, which is definitely what I want. So now that I have my chain, I'm gonna do a turning stitch and then I'm gonna do double crochets all the way up until I get to like where the collar would be. Right, I've got my first 2 rows of double crochets done. I am realizing this is gonna take me forever. This will be a multi-day process. I am not very fast with this, like I said. Kind of a novice. But the good news is I'm going on vacation in a couple days and I am definitely gonna take this with me because this is only the front panel. Haven't even started the back yet. Update on the Velma cosplay. Sweater, front, and back are complete. Honestly, the hardest part was this ribbing at the bottom, but overall I think it turned out pretty cute. And now I'm going to attach the shoulders and then kind of lay it on, see how it fits, and then see where I need to attach the sides. Top is connected. Now I've got this sort of bib situation going on. I feel like it looks not bad. So now I'm gonna decide where I want it to join up on the sides. I feel like there's probably about right. I want to give myself space in the armpit. So I'm gonna take a little stitch marker. All right, so right here, put my stitch marker. And then I'm gonna put stitch markers in the same stitch in all 4 sides. All right, got my 4 stitch markers. Now I'm gonna join up the bottom of the sides. All right, she is assembled. I need this heat wave to end because Lord, I am sweating in this. I think the next thing I'm gonna work on is the collar. I don't want it to be a full turtleneck. I want it to be like, just like maybe a little bit of a mock turtleneck. I'm gonna do like the same kind of ribbing I have around the bottom. I'm gonna do around the collar. Okay, here is the sweater assembled and with the collar done. It like fits perfectly. It's really coming together. The only thing I need to do now is the sleeves. While I'm trying it on, I figure I'll put on the skirt and the socks, see kind of how the whole look is looking together. Had to switch angles so you could get the full effect, and you can still barely see the socks, but they're there. The socks are a little bit brighter than the sweater, but I think it still works. You get the general idea. Then I got these from the dollar store, and I'm gonna try and just pop the lenses out. Easy. All right, now the last step is to just make the sleeves, and then this cosplay is done. The moment of truth has finally arrived. I have 2 completed sleeves. We're gonna put this thing together. This is definitely like one of the hardest I've worked on a cosplay, but it was like easier when I built like foam armor and stuff. That was just like way more intense of a process, whereas this, like, I could sit on my couch and watch TV and crochet, or sit in long car rides and crochet. So it was like more relaxing of a process, but it definitely took, I'm gonna say, longer. But I think I'll definitely look into more cosplay projects that I can crochet, because this was kind of fun and I feel good that I like actually made this. Sleeve is inserted, right sides are together, seams are aligned. Start slip stitching until I get all the way around. All right, final stitch complete. Put this baby right side out. Okay, let's try her on. The sleeves are a little poofier than I would ideally like, because the yarn I use is really, really thick. But overall, I think it turned out pretty cute. I really like the collar and the neckline. The sleeves are kind of weird, but like, whatever. If I were doing this over, I would maybe use a lighter yarn. Now it's time to put all of the pieces together and see the final Velma.